Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this corner of the internet. Today we are going to be talking about Saph's Steam Shop and how we are going to be assessing the games that we played together. I figured I would just do a short little video kind of going through the assessment process and how we're going to ultimately make this mass tier list with all the games we play. So I figured first 30 minutes, it'll be kind of like a general test. We're just going to see what our enjoyability is like, and we're going to rate everything we do out of 10. So first 30 minutes, we're just doing, are we enjoying the game? Are we having a good time? Do we feel like this game is a vibe? That'll be the first 30 minutes. Then 2.5 hours in, we're going to be thinking and rating, is it user-friendly? Is it new player friendly? If someone is playing this console and this game for the first time, do we feel like they would be able to get a hang of it? Do they feel like they would find it fun? Would they find the controls really easy to navigate? I think that's really important. Sometimes it takes a little bit more than 30 minutes to figure out. So I thought that 2.5 hours, that's a good point to kind of assess that. Then we have 5 hours in. At 5 hours in, it'll be how realistic is it to get achievements? Do we feel like we've had a successful run in terms of that? Have we actually completed any achievements at 5 hours in? How many do we have left? What does the game have in terms of achievements? Kind of, really deep diving into that. Then at the 10-hour mark, it'll be how much progress have we made in the game? At this point in time, do we feel like we've completed the story? Do we feel like we've completed a lot of achievements? Do we feel like we've, gotten everything out of that game that we possibly can? Do we feel like there's more that we can do in that game? Just kind of assessing the playability, like, is this something I could play long term? Is this something that I could go back to and keep going back to? What is it like on that sort of realm? At 12.5 hours in, we're going to be rating the soundtrack. By that point, we will have experienced at least a good chunk of the soundtrack, or a good starting point for, big story games, where we can kind of have a good assessment. Obviously, some of these hour checkpoints might vary based on the game. If we're playing a game that has like 80 hours of story, maybe we're adjusting that proportionately, but for the majority of the games I feel like I have on my Steam shop, this is a relatively alright scale. Again, we can adjust as needed, but that's what we'll do at 12.5 hours in. And then finally at 15 hours in, it'll be what's our enjoyment at this point in time, taking everything into consideration. What would we rate this game out of 10, and where would we put it on our tier list based on the collective score? So we'll have a tier list that goes through, the standard letter grade process, unless I feel like I have a more fun one that I want to do, or I have like fun little names for it, so it's not just like S, A, B, C, D, whatever. Maybe I do something else, and if so, you'll find out about that too. You're in the loop for all this, so don't you worry about that, but it'll be some sort of tier list that I'll probably showcase at the first game point. Maybe I'll make it like a little bit of a surprise what that tier list looks like, but basically that's the general assessment process. So just so everyone's still in the loop, this is the entire assessment process that we're going to be doing for each of these games, so we can find some banging games to recommend to play together, maybe play more together, maybe achievement hunt and try to 100% together on this channel. Really, the opportunities are endless, but I just wanted to have some sort of generic guideline system for this. It's all kind of fruition. So I'm excited to see where Saph's Steam Shop goes. And if you're seeing this video, that means that the first 30-minute video is going to be coming out very shortly, within the next week or two. So that's a good starting point, as I've already started filming for the first game. So super excited to see where the series goes. But I just wanted to have a little brief chat with y'all, let y'all know what this was going to be like. As always, I am here in long form every Friday at 10 a.m. EST. And there's a few little shorts sprinkled throughout the week, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for being on this corner of the internet. If you want to stick around or keep up to date with things, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But for now, I will say farewell, and we'll see you in the next one.